Let's make some fun, free and simple tags just using the packaging through our door. Hello and welcome to the Treasured Page. I'm Melanie and this is our quiet crafting space. Today I'm sitting here with some packaging, things that have come through the door this week, and the seed catalogues have started to arrive. I've got packaging here, you can see this was wrapping something up. So we're looking at this seed catalogue and I've been inspired by the beautiful flowers on the front. And of course we've been looking at flowers this month. We've been making our own petals and things, so flowers have definitely been a focus. And throughout April I'm going to be piecing together the first signature of my new journal. And I've received a parcel. This is the March project as put out by the Treasured Page to my swap group, and this has come back, so I've sent mine off. And now I'm receiving mine and I'm going to take the papers from in here and we're going to be building a signature. So this is for build a signature. We're going to have a look at this and we're going to make some things. Now before I get too distracted with my parcel, I did want to make some tags. And I've been having a look at this catalogue. I'm going to start tearing it apart because I like the pictures there. So I've just been going through here and seeing if there's some images that I would like to take out of this seed catalogue. I'm just going to tear some out. I am just loving some of these images here that I'm seeing, so I'm going to take this one as well, I think. Okay, the idea here is to take some images from the seed packet, to back them onto some card, and then we're going to make some tags using this brown packaging paper. I want to have this little feel of something to do with a garden, so something from the potting shed. The paper here isn't high gloss, it's got a little bit of a semi-matte finish, so it's going to work with a vintage botanical style journal, which I think we'll probably end up having a play with. Let's just take this one, take away that wording, and I think that that's good enough. Okay. Now these ones came on the back cover, they've got more strength to them and they're in a nice matte paper finish. Okay, so I've been cutting down my images where there was writing on the bottom. I've just been trimming that off under the trimmer, and hopefully there's enough of the image remaining that gives me a good enough little idea of what it all is. Now my images that are really paper thin, I'm going to turn them over and I'm going to back them onto this packaging that I've got here. So I'm just going to put the glue all the way around and then stick them down onto this card. I'm going to do them that way so that I can easily cut them out again. Okay, and I'm just cutting them out of this packaging. So now they've been backed and they are going to be cards. So we'll just remove that and then focus in on these pieces here. Alright, if you'd like to craft along with me today, you're going to need some ink, an ink blending tool, some scissors, glue, some rubber stamps or silicone stamps, and some images that you found from a magazine or a digital kit or anywhere, and some brown packaging or coffee dyed paper. These ones I've just backed onto some packaging which you've seen, and these ones came off of the back cover, which was a sturdier cardstock anyway. So now I'm just taking my brown ink, I've got some frayed burlap, and I'm just going around the edge to give a little bit of an aged feel and just bring that in, make it feel a little bit more vintage in a way, if that's possible for a more modern piece, but it seems to be working. So I'm now just going around my backed images here. And if you want to craft along, this is really gentle, nothing to think about, super straightforward, and we're going to come out with some really nice tags. I always think it's nice when I'm sending something off or giving something away just to have a homemade tag and for them to be quick and simple and just rustle these up in no time at all. Particularly with gifting things in the spring as well, it's quite nice. These are lovely just to throw in happy mail as well. Just going round, whizzing round, look at that, inking round and taking away the white cut line. This is super easy for new beginners and for crafters that have done this for years and already recognise where I'm going with this. And if that is you, if you can see exactly what I'm up to, then perhaps you could figure out maybe you'd like to do sewing on yours, and perhaps you would like to back them with some other image behind so we get a layered look. So you can make these more complicated if you want, but I'm just going to give you the idea of what we're up to. So let's remove our little cards. We've got loads, all for free, all just came through the door, so worth looking out for. Let's put them in a nice little stack. So now I've got this. I love this packaging. It's got the little lines in it and I just really like it. And on the other side I've got a sticker here of where it was done up as a parcel. So I'm just going to turn that in and I'm going to fold it in half like that. Now looking at the scraps that I've got now, I want 2 sheets that match up. So I'm going to be putting that through the trimmer or the guillotine. I'm going to be matching them up and cutting down tag-like shapes. So on this one, I'm going to get 2 out of that. So I will be cutting that bit there and giving myself that. This one, I'm going to do the same. I'll be able to get several on that one. So I'm cutting these at 3.5 inches. Now these are coming out at 3.5 inches by 6, and I'm just sort of going with it like that. This is just what I have. So just getting some tag shapes. They can be any shape you like. Okay, I've got a stack of papers that have all been cut around 3.5 inches by 6 inches, but it is very rough. It really does depend on what packaging paper that you've got. But I've got a nice stack of them and I need 2 to match. So one will be the front, one will be the back, and we're going to stick them together to have a layered look. And we can also sew them together if you're familiar with sewing and you're happy to do that on paper. That will give them a very nice elevated look. So I'm going to make these without sewing and I'm going to make some with sewing so that you can see the difference and that you can stop at any point and embellish and change it up to how you would like to have them. There's so many possibilities here, but I'm going to keep them really simple and rustic. So we've got them like this with 2 sheets. It's the top sheet that I want to decorate. So I'm going to do 3 at a time. I'm just taking my top sheets and I'll put those over there so I can match them up because they're not all the same. I could probably do 4 on this sheet here. And this is where my stamping's coming in, and I'm using black ink, I'm using archival ink, and I'm going to be just using some rubber stamps. I've got a little silicone mat here, and I've got this one's got just some text stamp, or maybe you'd like to bring in some flowers. Let's just have a look. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this down here. Now I've got to bear in mind that I want to have my image here, so I'm going to sort of keep that roughly in mind. I'm going to put one down here, and I'm just doing that. So it's a rough guide, and then on this one I'm not putting it on the stamping block because this one's all wording. So I'm just putting that over the top of my ink, and then I'm just bending it round a little bit just to give me a section of some wording. So let's just think that that's going to go there. Let's put a bit more over here and a bit up there, and we'll just go around it like that. Okay, and this one's got some finer text on it, so I'm just putting those around here and there, and that's what that looks like, just higgledy-piggledy, and it really doesn't matter. So that's that. That's great. So I've gone for words on this one. I might just have a little leaf. So I've also got some leaves, so I might have a little leaf image on there just coming in. That didn't work very well. There we go. And just put a little leaf image somewhere, I think, and that's enough. I don't think we need to worry. Okay, all right, we've got a bit of background texture there. Now I can play around with my little cards that we've cut out and see what they're going to look like when they go down here, and we can have a play. Okay, they're fun. I'm going to match them back up with their backings, and these are the possible ones how I want them. Okay, so that was successful. I'm going to carry on with my wordy stamps, just putting some of it down like that. Lovely. And over here, and then maybe a bit down there, because that word says nature, so we might want to see that on there. Great. Leaf, and we'll put that there. And these can come together really quite quickly, especially if I get it up the right way. Put that in there. Just going to put in our text here and there, maybe there. Just stamp about, have some fun with it. I've got this has got a little bit of texture here, like put that on there. Little botanical one there as well. Okay, I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Happy with that, but I'm not happy enough to stick them down just yet, so I'm just going to finish off because I might want to do some more. Okay, oops, did that one upside down. Let's not do that. All right, just put in some of this. Okay, that's great. Okay, these are my German stamps. They are from Mackie, and you can get these on Etsy. They come in various different ones. They have different ones all the time and not always able to get the same ones. And I've had these for years, so these ones may be discontinued, but they are really lovely, and I do enjoy using these stamps. Okay, put some more of this down here. Now the other stamps that of course would look great would be your Stampers Anonymous ones as well, so we might have this one with the butterfly. And down here and down here. That's great. So when I've got these finished I might come in with a bit more stamping, but I want to keep it fairly simple. I like that one. Okay, so I've used all the images that I cut up. I now could go into my reserves because I have got these ones. Okay, these were the discarded ones. So now when we put them on here, we might like them. No, can't say I do. Well, maybe. Maybe. Yep, maybe. Yes, actually they're okay. Those are the white ones, they're nice. So these have been an absolute success. I've decided to make a few more with the extra little pieces that I had kept. I'd sort of discarded them, but when I've offered them up, I really like them. So it just goes to show when you've got an interesting background or a more busy background, some of the green, just the foliage looks very nice. So I'm thinking this one, it even says about herbs on there, so I'm going to have that one. And I'm just going to cut these out. So I've backed these onto some more cardstock, and I'm just going to put them down. These look fantastic. We can now spend a bit of time just gluing them down. If you don't want to sew, you could just make sure you go right the way around the edge, really glue them on tightly, and then glue them to the backs so that you get a little layered look there, and that will be great. So we're going to do one like that, and then I'm going to sew round the rest. This would be great to go round with your fine glue, but this one's clogged at the moment, so I'm just going to grab any glue that I can to get going for the video. So I'm just going to go round here. Okay, I've glued this one and I'm just going to put it down there like that. And then this is how this is looking. Okay, so that's glued down there now. That's not going anywhere. I've used a strong glue. So what we can do now is we can glue these two together just to strengthen them up. They become a nice, flexible, lightweight, thin tag in your journal. And then we just put in our corners on the top of the tag, and we have that on the back, so it's nice and plain. So let's just do that. I'm going to move these across because these ones I've decided that they are going to be sewn because I'm so excited by them, but I just want to show you that you don't have to sew it. So this one is a non-sew one. Let's go round with our glue. Let's just go round with our oopsie. Let's just go round with the glue. And then put these two together. You've got a little bit of wiggle room there before the glue sets, so we'll just line them up. That will just strengthen it up nicely with that glue now when that's dry. Okay, lovely and rustic. You can go around the edges, and that could be a great journaling card. You wouldn't need to do anything more. Or what I think we'll do, we will have a tag, so we'll cut that away. Turn it over, do ourselves another one, and if you've got the trick with the card where you've got yourself a little tag corner, this will make everything go a lot quicker. If you've got a template like this, you can get the perfect one every time. So I'm just going to go round there, just cutting this old gift card up, and then we get a nice template like that. That's great. I think this would look nice with rounded corners, so I'm just going to do that, but you don't need to. That's an extra step. And I think because I've got rounded corners there, I'd like to just take off that. Just come round, round it in. I think that would make these really nice. Just round them off. That's the difference here. Not sharp edges. Come round, just cut them round. They look a bit different then, and we can go around with the ink. So that's looking like that, really cool. And then all we do is a little ring enforcer in the top and some little piece of string. So this is a piece of old newspaper, very old newspaper, and it can be any book page you can get your hands on. But I'm just going to do a couple of little holes in here. And then I'm going to punch out some ring reinforcers. So I'm going to use this, and I've got a 1/2 inch circle punch. So I'm just going to punch out these little circles here with a hole in the middle, like that. There we go. So we can make lots of those, nice and straightforward. And then all we do, and the other way to do it. So alternatively, you may have some ring reinforcer stickers, or you can make them out of paper as I've just done, and you can put your ink over that if you get paper ones. Okay, so now I'm putting my ring reinforcer on the top here, just going to push that into place like that, and then we want to just punch it out. And then punch it out, I'm using the smaller hole on the crocodile here, just a little hole there. That looks sweet. And then from here we just want to find a little bit of string, twine, or jute string, gardening twine, anything like that. Bring it through, and we've got ourselves a really nice tag. And it could be a bit of fabric as well. But look, isn't that lovely? Just a lovely rustic tag. And you can make them thinner, you can make them longer. They could be journaling cards, just really cool. I think that might be a bit long. Perhaps make that one go over 2 tags, thinking about it. I've got some nice thin string here. This was sent to me on a parcel and I've been using it and saving it, but it looks great here. So we just push the loop through the hole and then we put the rest of it through that loop, bring it up. And then we've just got a nice little detail on the top there. And that is your easy peasy tag today, just using what comes through the door. And we've got lots more to make. So that's a fun little session. I think that's great. Now, if we want to sew around, so this was the non-sewing one. So let me show you one where we are going to sew round, and I'm going to do these ones here. Put the image down where we want it. We're just putting it in position. We're not sticking it all the way around. Okay, so like that, and then that is what we take to the sewing machine, and we go round the image on the sewing machine, and then we take the backing and then we go round the backing as well. So there's a bit of a 2-part situation there, and then we'll come back and do that. So I'm going to go and do all of this. Well, these are coming together so well. I've got 12 that I've sewn around. Just look at this one. We can see a little bit shiny in the light here. I've lost the daylight now, but you can see there I've sewn around. That's the back. We've just got a little bit of thread I can cut away, but that's going to be sandwiched in there so we won't see it. That will be the writing space on the back of the tag. And the next thing to do would be to glue these together and they stay put. So we'll just put one bit of glue in there, match it up and go round all of them like that really quickly. Now what makes these so nice is the fact that these are card, so if they're backed they just take it to another level. It's much nicer than a piece of paper just being stuck on top of a piece of paper. It's that extra depth and inking round, and I actually think the darker the inked edge the better. So if you've got a really dark, one of these really dark espresso coffee or black, that would be best. I think in hindsight my ink might have been too light. I would have loved that in a dark espresso colour, so I'm just going to put that out there for you to try. Any brown would look great. The darkest brown or black that you can get your hands on would be the best thing here, I think, just to make that edge really, really obvious that it is a card, and that would really lift it off of the background. I think that would just give it the difference between that and a piece of paper being stuck down on top, which just is fine, but it's not the same. Well, this is a lot of fun, guys, just piecing these together. That's really straightforward. Haven't got to think about anything too much. Just relax into this little quiet craft. Nice little hour at the craft table here, just pottering away, thinking about nature, thinking about plants. I've got a lovely little story coming up as I'm going to start piecing together my new journal. I've got this little idea coming. It's forming for my April journal coming on. So we're going to have a look in what's in my parcel in just a moment when we finish these off, and I can see how my new journal is going to take place with the signature pages that I've been sent. So I shall have a look at that, and I'll be building in my own papers as well, and we'll be having a really nice time piecing together a flower signature in April. So this is all going to help, these little tags. We're going to have these, and I can send these out as well. I think that's everybody done. Okay, let's get a stack together. My goodness, this is a lovely mass make. So to make your template, get yourself a plastic card, and it could be an old disused credit card or loyalty card, and you just have a look at the angle of where you think you want your tag. You take the whole lot off like that, you discard that piece, and then you've got the angle that you want, and you just flip it over and now you can take the rest of that off. So that's not a new idea, this is just the way we do it. And then that gives you roughly the right amount for everything. So I'm just rounding off these corners here, just really just taking off the point, hardly anything at all, just rounding them off. And then I'm going to round them with the corner rounder in a minute, so I'll do that all together. Okay, I love those. So the next thing is I'm going to sew all the way around them and see how we feel about that. Okay, I've got quite a few here coming back from the sewing machine now. They're looking great. I've rounded off the bottom of the corners of most of them, and these ones here I've left them without, so they haven't got the rounded corners. I'm just thinking that this would look nice without the sewing, so I'm just keeping some without the sewing, and I'm gluing around all the way around. That one's pretty much stuck, so I'm pleased with that. So that's okay. Then so this one didn't have the rounded corners. This one I've left without sewing, but we've got sewing around there. This one was zigzag stitch, which was a different sort of twist on it, and that was a single straight stitch all the way around. They're all different, but it's the same idea, so you can vary the different looks. Some are different sizes. The ones that I thought I wouldn't like, I really like. The green ones there are great, and these ones, and they just look lovely. I like the double one. Let me know what you prefer, the single or the double. And this one was on this side, and most of them I've done on the left hand side, but they sort of migrate a bit into the middle as well, so you can have a look and see which look you prefer. Now this one's dried, there's a nice firmness to that feels nice and substantial, and where I haven't got much glue and I've just done the sewing around, there's a nice crinkle because the 2 pages are loose within the sewing, so it all adds a different detail. They're all different. It's really great, and I've just got my little circles on the top here. This one's to do. That one we've done, that one we've done. So these ones need to have their little reinforcers, and just punch that out of old newspaper. This is the only thing I think I would have liked to have done differently if I had remembered to move that down to avoid the corner being cut away. So that one then lost the edge of it. It doesn't matter, it looks fine, but that could be something to remember. Otherwise you will end up clipping off the corner there, and I think they look nicer when they're further down. That's a nice composition. So I've left that one without any sewing. I thought it was nice to have the variation. And then you can go round and you'll be able to see where you need to punch. You just line it up over the top of that and punch it out like that. And just sit there and do those. And there we go. And we just punch those out roughly where you think. So these have been so much fun to make. I've made 12 that I'm happy with, and I've got this one which I'm perhaps not so happy with because I ended up clipping a corner off. But what I could do is cut that and then have this as a nice little pocket. I mean, it's okay. It is not one that I would be willing to give away, so I'm putting that one out and saying I've got 12 really good ones, which I'm really pleased with. So now where I've got the sewing all the way around, I can now come in and clip my corners, and that's how I achieve that look, just by doing that corner rounding. Just finishes it off, but it's a different look, and these ones are more traditional tag like. So I hope that's been fun and you've been able to see the different variations and how you might go about something like that, be able to create a whole load of tags. Really nice to have a little pack, and then you can be able to give those away and just add them to little parcels and things that you may give out this year, and add them to your journals, or just you can have them as journaling cards. There's a lovely writing space on there. They feel nice. They've come from nothing. So there we are. We're going to open out this parcel now. It's very exciting. I can't wait to see what I've been given for my March project. Okay, this is my lovely parcel from Pat from Devon. Let's have a look and see what she's given me. Wow, look at that beautiful flower. That is sweet. All the little parcels. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm so excited by this. Let's have a look. This is the card. Isn't that beautiful with the flower on it? So this is our big flower, fabulous flower project for March. Hi, Mel. Well, LOL, I had to do it. It was messy, but so much fun. I haven't made them for a long time. Happy crafting. Love, Pat. Oh, Pat. Okay, this is exciting. So in here... Oh, it's so exciting. It's beautifully wrapped, Pat. Look at that paper clip. Oh, where do we begin? All right, so we've got some amazing lace here. I can't believe your generosity. Look at this already. Oh, I'm so thrilled that this has arrived. And I can share this all with you. There we go. So we've got what feels like the project and the scrap pack. So I'm not sure what this is. Open me last. What have you done? Okay, let's put that to one side then. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. So I thought that was your project, but it looks like this is just extra. What a lovely, lovely thing. So that's a gorgeous paper clip. Oh, Pat, that is stunning. How fun. Really love that. Okay, let's put that to one side. This, I believe, is the scrap pack. Okay, so the project was inspired by vintage millinery, looking at hats and looking at flowers and having a go at making a flower that fits on a page. So in here, here are my papers. Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. Let's have a look. Lovely wrapping paper. Okay. Oh, Pat, look at that. Now that is a fabulous flower. How have you done this? There's an extra little embossed embellishment on the side, little edging. Oh, I'm in love with that, Pat. I don't know if that's showing up. Hopefully you can see it's an embossed piece. I don't know where you've got that from. That's gorgeous. It feels lovely. But look at this flower. So you have used all the little vintage pieces. Pat, that's gorgeous. That is a fabulous flower. Oh, wow. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, look at the papers. Oh, this is really, really special, Pat. Thank you so much. So these are papers that are going to come and live in my journal, my new journal, for the signature. We've got a lovely card here with a little girl. Okay. Dear Mel, happy crafting, love, Pat. March Swap 2025. So this is the paper pack, and this must have been some more papers. Oh, wow, Pat, this is, oh, look. Oh, this is fun. Look at these papers. Oh, that is gorgeous, Pat. Thank you so much. So we've got 3 there. We've got these ones here. We can make a signature out of all of this. Isn't that great? And then we've got the tag that can come and live in here. Now let me bring in my scrap tray. I can see that we're going to fill this very quickly with things. So this is what we've got to work with, and all these things in here, which we'll just have a look at in a moment. I've been given some trim. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm confused. So I've got now another pack here, Pat. What's in here? Oh look, all the scraps from Pat's table to mine. Oh, look at the daffodils. These are fantastic. A paper clip. Look at that little scrap of something, maybe sewing paper, really delicate, lovely colour. And little scrapbooking papers. Nice little vintage style papers. Things that we can do things with. Scrap of coffee dye. We've got some digital kit printed out on lovely paper there. That feels nice. I wonder what paper you print out on, because that felt very nice. gorgeous. Oh, look at that. That's a lovely piece. And then a little fabric pack. Pat, what have you given? There's so much here. Oh, look. Look, we could make more flowers and things with this. Oh, look. Oh, it's another paper clip. So lovely trim to come and be in on the journal. Then we can put this in. This could be a page. We'll tip that in straight away. And then we've got what's in here as well. So everything in here is what I could use in my new journal. Oh, Pat, you are so kind. Lovely bag. So we'll put that one in the pages as well. What is all of this? Oh, Pat, that's so sweet. Oh, hang on. Let's just look at this. Oh, that is cute. It's a button. A little robin. He matches. Oh, that's so sweet. We could do something here, I'm sure. Look at this. It's a butterfly. Oh, Pat, look at that. A little butterfly and a gorgeous little button there of a robin. These are such lovely things. A little seed packet. Oh, cute. And some things inside. Oh, lovely. Lovely flower embellishments, paper flower embellishments. They are stunning. We can make some lovely little page things there. Oh, those are great. I'm going to put those straight in the tin. And we can add this into the journal. All of these things can come and live into the journal. So let's have a look. Another little paper clip there. We'll add that. Little frame. That's a lovely little idea with the frame there. Really cute. And the lady. Two ladies. A doily. Another lady. Oh, look. And the teacup and the butterfly. So some little scrapbooking papers there. They can come in. Nice spring colours. What have you given me here? Oh, ragdoll. Oh, Pat. Oh, this is my cat Maggie. There's a sideline here of collecting all the things the girls seem to be giving me, all these lovely things. I've also got some stamps, look, from another friend of cats, and there was a ragdoll there. And so now we've got a stamp of my Maggie cat. Look, the girls keep sending me these. Oh, I've got more here. Look at the girl. Look, we've got loads. We've got loads of fun little cat things here. They're slowly. There's a slow collection. Can't believe you found that. That is so brilliant. Look at it. Yes, that's exactly messing around on my computer. How fun. Put the cats up there. We'll have to do a cat-inspired journal or ephemera. So this is a lovely signature here appearing. Look at this old 1970s paper. Absolutely great. And then what we could do is bring in things like this, our ephemera that we've been making, and these suddenly start to look fun on the pages. And look, doesn't that look so nice with the backdrop of the coffee or the tea or the stenciling on there, ink stained. Really, really fun. So that is absolutely amazing, Pat. But what is this? Open me last. Okay, let's do that. Let's see what you've sent. Another paper clip. Let's hang on to those. What have you sent me? Oh, okay. Let's have a look. What's this? It's another page for the journal. Oh my goodness. That's stunning. That's absolutely stunning. Pat wrote to me and she said, I think I've made a boo-boo. I don't think you have. What? I've got 2 pages, Pat. 2 gorgeous pages. That's absolutely stunning. Look at that. So there we go. Oh, wow. I'm absolutely speechless, Pat. They're so stunning. Stunning, stunning. Thank you. That's going to make the journal just unreal, isn't it? So I think this one will come and live in the front. You've really had a special go at that. And then maybe this one, I don't know now. Now that is a very flamboyant flower. I can't believe you did too, Pat. That's gorgeous. Thank you so much. Lovely inspiration there to have a go. And if you'd like to see how we made the petals here, they are just from some tissue paper. You can make them in all colours. They're so much fun to do. So do have a go. It can be done. And it is just fantastic to see the project coming back at me, and really, really blown away by that, Pat. I love it. So I hope you've had fun looking at ways in which we can make tags to add to our gorgeous journals, and just that you don't have to have lots of special things to join in and have fun. So do give a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this. Do consider subscribing to the channel, clicking the bell icon, and then you won't miss out on how we are going to piece together this journal. And if you tune in on the 1st of every month, you will find out the next monthly challenge. So we will be having a new challenge posted up on the 1st of April. All right, everybody, I can't wait to see how this is all going to come together. So do watch along, and above everything else, just slow down and make crafting time for you. Bye bye now.